Ever wondered how much of your daily routine is driven by habit rather than conscious decisions? These automatic patterns or habits subtly guide our actions, carving out our everyday lives. From the moment we wake up, brushing our teeth, brewing our coffee, to the way we commute to work, these are all habits etched into our behavior. Habits are not merely routines, they are the building blocks of our lifestyle, influencing our decisions and shaping our identities. Each habit we form is a result of repeated actions and reinforced behaviors. Over time, these actions become second nature, forming a feedback loop that our brains come to rely on. Now consider this. Habits are not set in stone. They can be reshaped, redefined, and re-engineered. They are the unseen architects of our lives, and we hold the blueprint. So imagine the possibilities if you could consciously shape your habits. Habit formation isn't arbitrary. It's a science, and understanding it can be an immense tool for personal growth. Let's dive deep into the three-step loop that keeps the wheel of habits turning. This loop consists of a cue, a routine, and a reward. The first step, the cue, is a trigger that tells your brain to start a particular behavior. It could be a location, a time of day, an emotion, a sequence of thoughts, or even the company of certain people. For example, feeling stressed often cues people to eat comfort food or go for a smoke. Then comes the routine, which is the behavior itself. This could be something physical, like hitting the snooze button on your alarm clock, or it could be an emotional or mental action like worrying about an upcoming event. Finally, the reward is something that your brain likes that helps it remember the habit loop in the future. For instance, if you're in the habit of eating a chocolate bar when you're stressed, the reward might be the feeling of pleasure as you bite into the sweet treat. Now, you might be wondering, why does our brain do this? The answer is simple: efficiency. Our brain is always looking for ways to save effort. By turning daily actions and behaviors into habits, our brain can rest more often. This automaticity of habits is both a blessing and a curse, depending on the nature of the habit in question. But here's the catch. Our brain doesn't differentiate between good and bad habits. It's up to us to consciously create beneficial habits. Whether it's making a habit of daily exercise, reading before bed, or practicing mindfulness, we have the power to shape our actions into routines that lead us towards growth. Understanding the science of habit formation is like finding a secret manual to your brain. It gives you the power to replace unproductive habits with beneficial ones, leading to significant personal growth and improved well-being. With the knowledge of how habits form, you have the power to change them. It's not enough just to break a bad habit. We need to replace it with a good one. This is where the art of habit transformation comes into play. It's a simple three-step process: cue, routine, and reward. Let's say, for example, you have a habit of reaching for a sugary snack when you're stressed. The stress is the cue, the snack is the routine, and the temporary relief is the reward. To transform this habit, we could replace the routine with something healthier, like taking a brisk walk or practicing deep breathing exercises. Transformation, however, is not an overnight process. It takes consistency and patience. It's like watering a plant. You can't just water it once and expect it to thrive. You need to water it regularly, provide it with sunlight, and give it time to grow. So keep at it and don't be discouraged by slow progress. After all, remember, the journey of personal growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Ready to take control of your habits? Here are some actionable steps you can start implementing today. First, identify your cues. What triggers your habits? The morning alarm might cue you to hit snooze. Recognizing these cues is the first step to transformation. Next, change your routines. Instead of hitting snooze, you could jump out of bed and stretch. By altering the routine, you change the habit. Then, choose rewarding outcomes. Find a positive reinforcement for your new habit. Perhaps the stretch leaves you feeling refreshed and ready to seize the day. Commitment is crucial. Stick to your new routines. It might be challenging at first, but remember, perseverance pays off. Lastly, hold yourself accountable. Share your habit goals with a friend or jot them down in a journal. Accountability keeps you on track. By understanding and applying these steps, you can start shaping your habits and ultimately your life.